Phoenix Suns have adjusted their lineup. Luke Longley has not played over the last 2 games. He's been bothered by sinus problems, but this is a bigger team, so they're going a little bit bigger. We'll see how they respond with the Raptors up front with Antonio Davis and Charles Oakley.
Longley kicks it back outside where Kidd chases it down, sneaking a peek at the shot clock. Now at 5. And it didn't make any difference as Clifford Robinson knocks it down for the first bucket of the game.
Well, we've done a lot of Cliff games, and we know it doesn't take 5 seconds for him to get it up and down. And he's got his people here from Buffalo, so he's ready to roll.
Gugliotta nearly got it from Oakley. Loose ball, live ball, and Hardaway will put it home.
And Vince Carter, they've just got to settle down. They got a lot of time to play.
Weakness is you have to be searching long and hard.
Well, you know, it's when he takes it. He can make it. And it's just a question of taking it under control. That was a controlled effort.
Hardaway. Pretty move, Penny Hardaway. And Phoenix up 6-2.
Tracy McGrady has got a great mismatch against Jason Kidd. And all he has to do is use his size and play under control. He's going to get a shot.
Got right to the rim. Well, that spin move, and it falls down for his first bucket.
Now, when the Raptors are good, it's because they get out quickly in transition.
And Charles Oakley with a transition pull-up basket. They're cousins, Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady. Let's go to Ahmad.
That's right, Tom. They are cousins. Tracy told me that their grandmothers are cousins, so they're not, you know, near cousins, they're distant cousins, but cousins nonetheless. Tracy also told me that he really enjoys playing with Vince, and he said that they could be the next Jordan and Pippen. And I said, who would you be? He said, I would be Pippen.
Really, what gets the Toronto Raptors in trouble is their own impatience. And when they are patient, they're a tough team. And when Vince Carter is making shots like that,
who knows patience?
there's a smile on the face of Butch Carter.
Longley retreating to post up on Oakley. Facing up. Oakley known for his defense over his career, having to defend the bigger Longley. And there's McGrady with a help defense to bat it out of bounds.
I guess he does block shots.
Yeah. 4 points for Clifford, who makes it a 2-point game. Last half dozen scored by Carter, and Oakley ends that string. Oakley's got his shooting touch today. Oakley's going to shoot again. Charles Oakley, 3 for 3. Willis misses the shot, and then it's jammed home by Tracy McGrady. 4 points for Tracy.
They have a dominator. He was here last night, wasn't he? Hush it.
He got dominated by the Leafs last night. The Air Canada Center, home to the Toronto Maple Leafs as well. There's the lob, but the finish not there. Willis, determined board work by the veteran Kevin Willis.
You know, the one thing about the young players, they have to carry the old horses. And, you know, the good thing is Antonio Davis, Kevin Willis, Charles Oakley all realize that what they're trying to do is direct them in the right way. You lead, we'll follow, and we'll win.
Kevin Willis in his 15th season has over 15,000 points, 10,000 rebounds. Kidd crossover, got him free for the shot. Rebounded by Thomas. Here's McGrady now at the point. Again matched up with Hardaway. 1 against 1. Young against veteran. Carter. Three-pointer. Long rebound, chased down by Brown. He puts up a 3 as the first quarter comes to a close. Normally you find Chris Rock in a Knicks game, but he's here to see Vince Carter and the Raptors today at the Air Canada Center with Samuel Jackson.
Rodney Rogers upset because, as you see, the assist-to-turnover ratio, and the all-time leader is Muggsy Bogues, but Rodney Rogers thought he got whacked on that one and got nothing.
McGrady against Marion. Nice dish. Willis couldn't handle it, but did get it on the way to Thomas, who hits his first shot. 26-17, Toronto lead. That's their biggest advantage.
Teams always try to post Muggsy Bogues. This time the Phoenix Suns get something out of it because Luke Longley goes to the hoop. No standing that time, and an easy first two for Longley.
Longley dives to the rim after they had seen Livingston post up Bogues. Del Curry, the three-point shooter supreme. Nice move by Thomas. Back-to-back buckets for John Thomas. Former Minnesota Gopher.
John Thomas trying to make it tough for Butch Carter to take him out, and he just sent somebody up there.
Oh. John might have noticed that.
Rodgers for three.
Rodgers finds the bottom of the net from three-point range. He has 8, and home of the Toronto Raptors and their young star, Vince Carter.
Carter in, McGrady down. John Thomas staying out there, knocking down a couple of free throws, so 6 points for him in the quarter.
The Raptors added a couple of points to their lead with their star Carter on the bench. Good news for them, but Sean Marion hits the jump shot, his first basket. And Phoenix within 6. Carter being defended by Marion.
But they have done a good job of keeping Vince Carter off the free throw line and making him play perimeter. And that time they set up Kevin Willis with that jump hook, which we have seen so many go up and down. The easier it is to defend, the tougher it is to make passes, and you get a turnover from Vince Carter trying to lob it inside.
You sure you don't want to coach? There's a steal the other way. Bogues to Willis.
Michelle Carter Robinson, thanks for visiting with me. Now, here's what I want to clear up. I've heard that one of the reasons for his big improvement is that he spends his summers in film sessions with you.
Sometimes, part of it, yeah. Besides working out, we go over films from the previous season, and I point out things where, see, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Just like at the beginning of the second quarter here, he had a pass, nobody rotated over and forced him to make a bad pass.
Carter for 3.
It is a quiet comeback story for Penny Hardaway. You know, he moved out to Phoenix, and initially they thought they were going to have this great backcourt combination. He had some problems adjusting, then he got hurt. So he's making his way back in. Del Curry on top of that one.
Tough shot by Curry, his first bucket. Christie looks inside.
You know, if you're Vince Carter and I'm guarding Hardaway, you got to come back to me at the other end. I got to do some damage on this guy and get him down. Carter over the top.
Vince Carter shoots over him a three-pointer. Yes, you saw Carter raising his head. Was it a 3? Yes, it was a 3. He has 20.
Say it again. 20 already?
Hardaway has answered.
That's
the two stars back and forth. And Carter had a smile as he retreated up court as Hardaway matched his 3.
And sometimes that's all you can do defensively. If a player's shooting well, you just got to live with it.
Take that! Incredible! Vince Carter. Hardaway scored 7 straight points. Now Oakley picks him up on the switch. Hardaway shoots anyway, missed one. Curry. Bad pass. Hardaway deflected it, but right to Carter. Full of jam.
And he found the ability to shoot deep and long and consistently. And when the defense lets him rise up, bad things happen. Back-to-back three-point field goals for Vince Carter. And the story continues.
20-second timeout taken by the Raptors.
But then, you know, where he has made all of his fame is over the top of the basket, and they get him one inside. But, you know, the interesting thing about Carter is, you know, he's got a very, very nice and smiling demeanor off the floor. You see him having a little fun there.
Chapman throws it where no one can get it. And the first half comes to an end. Rodney Rogers was spectacular for Phoenix, scoring 16 points in 17 minutes off the Phoenix bench. But Vince Carter, just 2 shy of the all-time Toronto first-half scoring record with 25. High post, Luke Longley. Robinson.
Now, you know, Butch Carter told Ahmad uncomfortable
McGrady, long shot, finds the net. Tracy and McGrady. Hoping to see Maurice Green in action again at the 60-meter distance. After he blazed in Madison Square Garden the last time we had him on.
A 2-point game, and it's going to be Carter that's going to have to start bringing them back. Whoa!
Oh, with a spin, the 360 layup, Vince Carter.
Not been able to get inside many times, and now that.
Hardaway calling for it against Carter.
On the
backing down, high, arching shot, up, down, and through. Hardaway. Carter saying to McGrady, get it to Oakley because I'm coming off the screen. Couldn't hit the shot. Gugliotta. 6 rebounds for Googs now. McGrady slapped it away. Oakley gives it up to McGrady. Oh! The Cousins combine, and Gugliotta answers for Phoenix in a much less dramatic way.
It did not look like he was going to get there, Tom.
I didn't think he could. He is incredible. McGrady gives it up to Davis, then dives to the rim. Nothing there. Here's Carter with a screen. Three-pointer on its way. 66-64 Toronto.
5:25 to go in the game, and this is a real good test for Antonio Davis and the Raptors to keep their poise.
Christie outstrapped Rogers for the rebound. There's the three you mentioned. No good. Long rebound. Carter. There's one more that you can add to the repertoire. 2-on-1 break for the Suns. Kidd takes it all the way. Mason's Kidd with back-to-back scores. And the lead cut to 2. Oakley. Air ball. Kidd leads a 4-on-1 break. Behind the back, Marion, no good. But a foul, blocking foul on Carter of Toronto.
Be a little nicked up and got a little mileage on him. And Vince Carter smiled with approval. 2-point advantage, Toronto.
Doesn't in the game for Tracy. Kidd. Jason Kidd looking for his shot more in the second half. This time Toronto's back on defense. Rogers, ball fake, lays it in. Pretty. And Phoenix has its first lead since they were up 6-4.
So it's a 3-point advantage for the Phoenix Suns, and let's see if that defensive attitude steps up and closes out the third quarter of play, and they make it difficult for
Now nothing's difficult.
Carter, any kind of an advantage, he seems to have the ability to make you pay for it. Watch him move himself around and still drop it in.
Raptors look for the final shot. They'll look for number 15, one would think. Well, McGrady is going to take it, and he's going to be fouled.
Rodney Rogers.
Number 3 on Rodney.
The Suns' number 54, Rodney Rogers, picks up his 3rd personal foul of the game. Number 1,
and McGrady will again shoot free throws. Second straight starting role for McGrady, and Rich Carter and his Raptors organization can pay McGrady more than anyone else if they can re-sign him. Heard the discussion at halftime from a group in the New York studio about the chances, and Peter Vesey saying that though McGrady may like the comparison to Pippen, he really doesn't want to be a second banana. He wants stardom of his own.
He said his agent.
Well, that's right. He did correct himself and said his agent said that. They'll say that too, I learned.
They're trying to trap the ball in Jason Kidd.
For 3, Hardaway. Carter the rebound. And the length of the court shot will not go down as the third quarter comes to a close. And Muggsy Bogues skies for the rebound. Carter wants it. Christie gets it to him. Shoots over Marion and hits. Sean Marion.
Carter had to work real hard against the defense of Marion to finally get the ball, and he's going to take what Marion gives him, and that is the shot over the top.
Dear Diary, once again today, Vince Carter put on a show. Hauls it down, and Toronto with a chance to cut into the lead, perhaps take the lead with a three-pointer, maybe tie it with a two.
And as I said earlier, now what they need to do is move the ball, move people quickly, give Carter a chance to make it happen.
Okay. 41 for Carter.
If you were to say which is the option you'd want to have, it wouldn't be Penny Hardaway or Rogers shooting the ball because they played well from the outside, but it would be Sean Marion, and he missed, trying to go back to Carter.
Baseline jumper. Oh. He has 43 today with 9:20 remaining. The Suns have lost their shooting touch after hitting 67% in the second and third quarters. They were only 1 of 8 before that.
Free throw line has been the saving grace for the Toronto Raptors. They've been able to get there. They've been able to knock them down. 6:13 to go in the game. You hear the crowd.
Carter with a steal, and Hardaway fouled him. Might as well.
Now this time, and he's done a good job of doing just that, poking his hands in the way. He finally gets a piece of the ball. They give him.
Might as well watch. Oh, nothing to it.
5 in the quarter for Rodney Rogers.
Carter. And a chance to tie his career high.
You know, Rodney Rogers had the spark off the bench, keeping him in the game. And again, you see his size, his strength, the ability to manufacture a shot on his own. We talk about guys and how they don't quite find their niches on certain teams. And in Los Angeles, he never was happy, never comfortable. Finally got here, and he's showing just how good and how much he can help a team. Carter, 46.
I don't think he's missed a free throw either, has he? Nope, 10 for 10. Running out of superlatives.
Oh, Tom, I think you'll find some more.
Ties his career high. The Raptors up 97-88. Hardaway for 3. Penny Hardaway continues to sizzle the nets. He has 25 points. Toronto's ball with 1:40. Carter pulls up. He'll shoot a couple of free throws. Could not get the roll on the field goal attempt. And a chance to set his career high.
Well, the game is tightened up, and whenever it's tightened up, the Toronto Raptors have come back to Vince Carter. Carter trying to push the lead to 5 with these free throws.
He's not missed a free throw all day, 11 for 11. His mom can't bear to watch.
Well, she can't criticize it.
That's right. He hasn't missed a free throw. No ammunition. 49, a career high for Vince Carter. 1 minute left.
Put Robinson down and showing his versatility. Really keep moving his feet against Doug Christie and pressuring the ball. 13 on the clock.
Here they get it to number 15. Quick double team. Gugliotta and Kidd knocked away, and then he puts it in. Somehow Carter recovered, and he has 51 points. Career high.
As I said, the great ones make a way, and he split the double team, lost control, but had the presence of mind to know we need 2, and his mother's reaction. Kidd will try to make it happen off the dribble and then find the open man.
Jason Kidd, checked by Carter. High post, Rogers. Rogers turning on Oakley. Here's the drive and the spin, knocked away. Loose ball, Toronto has it. Christie is fouled. And that's it, game over. Game over, Toronto holds on to win. Vince Carter superb in victory. A career-high 51 points.
I'm TJ Ford, and you're watching the Raptors YouTube channel. Check out our latest videos and subscribe to our YouTube page.
Works right into the lane, puts it up and in!
TJ runs away, fades, fires,